To all of you. I would like to welcome you all in our afternoon session, which we bring on every Saturday, where we bring a lot of news, views, knowledge, information, and we bring you the latest up to date about the real estate market as well. Real estate is a very amazing profession, and I always tell people when they come and approach me to take my opinion, take my suggestions, either they should join this industry or they should not join this industry. I always tell them, guys, real estate is one of the best profession in this country. Not only in this country, all across the world. I don't think so. Uh, Real estate needs a lot of inputs as far as the financial resources are concerned. I'm talking about working as a realtor. So it is more of a service industry, and it needs a lot of inputs from our side. Either it is our time or it is our own efforts. And of course, real estate business, real estate as a realtor or as a brokerage business can be run with very limited resources. But it all depends upon at what level you are playing in the market. When a brand new realtor comes into the market, it's very challenging for them to learn the tricks of the trade. And majority of the realtors, I would say more than 80% of the realtor, their success is not at the level where they could have actually reached. The simple reason behind that is lack of right information, lack of right platform, and most of the time, it is actually a lack of zeal to succeed. If you want to be successful in your life, there are opportunities available, there are platforms available where you can utilize those platforms and ensure the best output for your efforts. Many times, efforts are not enough if you don't have the right platform. So, I would say success is a combination of many factors. Of course, you should have a good product knowledge. You should have some risk-taking ability. You should have an ability to use the right platform. In today's world, technology plays a very important role in our life as well. So these are a few of the factors, but if I start putting up the list together, it is going to be a couple of pages which I can fill up what you need to be successful. But today we are going to focus on the most important aspect of real estate industry, which is the lead management. Now, why this topic came to my mind and why I thought I should talk about it, I should share with our realtor colleagues. It doesn't matter which company you are working. Knowledge has no barriers. It is not that if I know something, you won't know it. No, of course, we want to make sure we all keep sharing our knowledge with each other. Yes, there might be people who are thinking it is a competition out there in the market. But personally, I don't feel so that there is any competition for good people out there. The simple reason behind that is our objective is not to grab other people's business. Our objective is to grab our own market share. And believe me, there is an immense potential in the market. There is so much business out there into the market. If you just focus on your own business, you will have 24 hours, much lesser than what you might need in a day. So how I expanded SaveMax with just a simple thought process. We have to become better than what we were there in the last year. And this is what my always focus is. And that is what I always encourage my team members. And I always tell them, guys, strive to become better than what you were yesterday. If we do any business, not only real estate, but any business or any other field of life, we practice this approach, I don't think so there should be any problem in getting the success. But the definition of success, everybody have their own definition. Everybody have their own parameters to measure their success. Let's see what Kamal has to share with us today about Kamal. What's
Hi,
your
Raman.
parameter of success?
Parameter of success. Okay, so I would say definitely how you see yourself every year growing. I mean, in all the ways. Like, of course, when it goes to knowledge, when it goes to experience, learning. How more you're learning. That is one way you see yourself as growing. Secondly, definitely on the lifestyle, on the monetary part, that is again one of the uh, parameter which defines success. And definitely it is a byproduct, I would say, but it definitely defines success. uh, Third is uh, the way you are being perceived uh, at the place, or the way people see you as, that is also one of the parameter of success. So according to me, these are a couple of things that defines one's success.
Yeah, that's. I really appreciate that, Kamal. I know I just put you on the spot without putting any introduction or without saying hello to you. I just bombarded with your question. Um, I would love to ask from all our viewers as well, like, what is your criteria of success? What do you think is the success for you? And I think everybody have their own definition. But Kamal, I would like to mention 4 points today, which I spoke a couple of times earlier as well during our live sessions. I personally feel I have to make myself better on 4 aspects in the life. The first and foremost aspect is personal aspect of life. So I have to become a better person day by day. So what I was yesterday, I want to become better today, and I want to become better tomorrow. The second aspect is professional aspect. How I can enhance my professional capabilities, right? The third aspect, which you rightly said, financial aspect, is also a very important aspect of life too. So we have to make sure that we are becoming better on the financial aspect of our life. So personal, professional, financial. And the fourth and the most important, which most of the time we miss on our life, is the spiritual aspect of our life. I know many people won't agree with me on that, uh, but personally, I feel like you have a lot of scope to grow spiritually as well. So if we make ourselves better on these 4 aspects, Kamal, is there any other aspect which you can think of?
Mm, no, I think it covers a lot. I mean, your behavioral aspect, as you rightly said, but it is like a vast thing when you say that how you were a better person and how you're better now. Definitely, it covers everything, like your behavior, your habits, I mean, so many things it covers.
Yeah. And Kamal, as we are getting some interesting aspects of success from various people, I would love to read a message here from Simi Palia. Simi says, success for me is to build rapport with my clients. If my client approach me second time, I'm successful. Absolutely, Simi. And I think it's a wonderful way of thinking. Uh, and it really shows me that she is very focused on her real estate career, because if you are keeping your clients as the top priority, I promise you, I assure you, there is no reason why you won't be successful in your life. And I would love to hear from a couple of more people their definition of success. That will be amazing if we can have some more thought processes on it. Kamal, I would love to show a small presentation, and this presentation is really very, very useful for the realtors. But before we start our presentation, let's ask from Sachin. Sachin, what's your parameter of success?
First of all, good morning, Raman, and good morning, Kamal. So,
Hi,
as far as
Sachin.
the parameter of success is concerned, I believe that everybody has their own parameter of success. For one person, a success could be name, fame, money that he has earned, or somebody for somebody else, it could be a healthy and peaceful life that they are enjoying. So, I believe that the success is a very subjective term. It differs from every individual. For me,
Sachin,
yes.
Sachin, Sachin, hold on a second. I think you took the question into some other direction. I'm asking your criteria of success.
So my criteria of success would be living a peaceful and healthy life.
That's great. It's a very broader aspect, Sachin. Can you be a little bit more precise?
When I'm talking about broadening it up,
First of all,
yes.
Sachin, a realtor can never live a peaceful life.
No, if you know how to handle a stress, you can live a peaceful life even after having all the stress.
Yeah, you are
Only
right.
things that you should know how to handle that stress. That is more important.
No, no, absolutely. I think you have a very valid point. Yeah,
Yes.
go ahead, please. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
Yes. So again, when I'm talking about living a peaceful and healthy life, what I'm talking about is this: that you should be able to enjoy what you do, whatever work you are doing, whatever job you are doing. Are you able to enjoy that work? Are you able to enjoy your job? And are you able to spend the quality time with your family? That is what I call a successful life.
That's okay. And of course, Sachin, Kamal, I think everybody have their own parameters and definition of success. Uh, uh, for somebody, getting a job could be the parameter and criteria of success. For somebody
Yes.
going on to the spending their life on the beach could be a parameter of success. So everybody thinks differently, and I think this is what the beauty we carry as human beings, that we all are same, but we all are so different.
Yeah.
So let's move on to today's topic. Like, I would definitely love to talk a little bit more about the lead management, which is the most important aspect in the real estate industry. So let's first talk the definition of lead. What exactly is a lead? And again, my humble submission to all our realtor friends, whosoever are watching for today's session, please, guys, ask as many questions as you can. And after my presentation, I would love to answer all those questions. So, a person who calls you for the business is a lead. A person who will emails you a business for a lead. A person who signs up for a free consultation could be a lead. So these are few of the aspects of the lead. So a lead is simply an individual that has expressed some sort of interest in any of your service or product. Such in many people might be thinking why we are sharing so much secrets of SaveMax success, why we are bringing these training sessions on public platform. I personally feel it is our obligation, it is our duty to make our profession better. So, if anybody can be benefited from all the knowledge and all the success which we have created under SaveMax brand, I think I'll be very happy. So, lead, I will again uh, go through the definition. As per my understanding, a lead is simply an individual that has expressed some sort of interest in any of your service or products. Now, how do we generate leads? That's an important aspect of the real estate industry. There are certain ways. There are few 7 or 8 ways we can generate the lead. The first and foremost is advertising. Second is marketing. Now, many people will come and ask me that question: what is the difference between advertising and marketing? We will talk about it in some other session where we will go a little bit more into the details. Now, flyer, of course, is a part of advertisement, but I just wanted to mention it totally separately over there. Social media, again, is a part of marketing. But yes, that's another way we can generate the leads. Email campaigns is a kind of advertisement and marketing, but yes, that's another way. Website, open houses is another important aspect where we can generate a lot of leads. But advertisement, marketing, flyers, social media, email campaigns, website, open houses. Is that right? Let's see what we have to do to generate a lead. So there are two things which we can utilize to generate a lead. First, money, and second, time. New realtors, hear me out. When you are a brand new realtor, of course, you have some restriction with spending money, but you have a lot of time available for you at that time. And fortunately, we live in an era where there are a lot of ways where you can advertise, you can spend your time, you can advertise yourself, and you can generate lead by not spending even a single penny. And we will talk about that. As your business keeps growing and you get busy into your day-to-day business operations, at that time, your time is getting lesser and lesser for you, and money part is growing. So what you can do as you grow in your business, you can keep replacing your time with the money. And how you can do that? You can actually buy other people's time. Let's say initial days when you're a brand new realtor, you want to do the flyers. You don't have too much money. You don't go to Canada Post or you don't hire a person to do the flyers. Whereas later on, after 2 or 3 years, when you're making money, of course, you don't have that much time. So you can hire somebody's service like Canada Post or some person who can do flyers for you, and you can replace that time with the money to generate leads for you. So there are certain type of leads which we will talk about. The first is a very hot lead, which you can see from this color. It's a red color, so red is a hot color. So it's a hot lead. Then you get a warm lead. So warm lead, we will talk about what is a hot lead, what is a warm lead, and what is a cold lead. So these are few of the types of leads. I would say the major three types: hot, warm, and cold leads. Business success is not achieved overnight. Now, this is the biggest misconception in people's mind. And I always go and tell people that overnight success took me 10 years of hard work. There is no shortcut formula to success. Success cannot be achieved overnight. It takes time, efforts, tools, skills, and strategies to be able to reach your target results. So, guys, please be thoughtful about it. Don't try to achieve the success overnight. Otherwise, you're going to be the biggest frustration of your life. Now, what to do with the leads? Now, you spend your time, you spend your money, and you got some leads. Now comes the most important aspect, that what we should do with the lead. Call, call, call. When we say call, you can call through phone, you can call them through email, you can call them through WhatsApp message, you can call them through text message. Email, email, email. Very simple. First and foremost thing, guys, you have to get connected to the lead. Either you use your phone or you use your email, whatever way you want to. Please ensure you connect with the lead. Now comes the most important aspect. What is the biggest challenge? You got the lead, you contact lead for more information, no response from the leads. This is what happened, I would say 80 to 90% of the cases. And I'll tell you why this happens. Because when the lead comes to you, you don't approach the lead right away. I have seen people, they call the lead after 4 hours, 5 hours. It's a very important aspect for all of us to learn about the lead. The lead should be contacted in first 15 to 30 minutes. Why? Try to understand, folks, at that point of time, that person is having a mindset. He is searching for those services. He is looking for a real estate, either it is a house or it is a commercial or whatever it is. His state of mind at that point of time, when he is connecting with any of the media, any of your advertisement, you have to ensure you have to connect them right away. But there could be chances that you connected them right away, but there's no response from the lead. Now, what you do? Most of the people, they leave the lead there. They say, you know what? I didn't get any response. Why should I waste my time on it? No, guys, you have to understand. At the first call, the chances of making contact is under 30%. By the sixth call, the chances of making contact rises to 90%. So this is a general statistics which I shared with you. At the first call, the chance of making contact is under 30%. By the sixth call, the chance of making contact rises to 90%. However, less than 5% people, they attempt the sixth contact with their leads. Very simple approach. This is a formula which we have designed, and I wanted to share this formula for the lead management. You might have heard the early bird gets the worm. So all follow up, the first thing, let's say you got a lead on the day one, you call and you email. Some of the important notes here is all the follow up should be done at different times of the day. Day two, you do a second call and you send a text message. Now you have to make sure that you are updating your notes wherever, whatever way you are recording those conversations, either through any CRM or whatever the best way. But I always encourage and recommend people to use the best quality CRM. Now, day three, you have to send a second email to them. Helpful templates saved in CRM for every follow-up. You can have those templates to be saved over there. Day four, you have to make the third call and you have to send a second message. Day five, you have to send a third message and third email. Day six, you have to make another call and you have to send an email. And day seven, you have to send a text message and email. So this is a simple way of following up on a lead for the first 7 days. So keep one thing in your mind, guys. This is the one of the way we follow the system in SaveMax. We always tell our clients, don't judge us on our winners, judge us on our losers. So we have to keep this thing in mind, that how we approach people, what is the outcome, and how we manage it. So this is a little presentation which I wanted to share with all of you guys to ensure a little basic understandings of the leads, lead management. Now this is just a little crux of it. There's a lot more to it, and we'll be very happy to share more information with all the viewers, with all the listeners on the lead management topic. Of course, it is going to take me a couple of days if I just keep talking about it. So let's go back to Kamal and Sachin to see what is their take on the lead management. So Kamal,
Yeah.
what do you
That was
think
a
about this small little presentation about the lead management?
Yeah, that was good information, and I would say a couple of things which, with my little experience with the meeting with people here, the people when we meet, they come with only very standard questions. Oh, how many leads will be provided? Or what is the number of lead I will be getting in a month, right? So I always like talk to them and tell them that we have a little different approach what we keep in SaveMax. We want you to learn how to generate the lead. That's number one. A second very important aspect is, once you generate the lead, how to convert the lead. Because getting a lead from the market or so many sources is, I don't feel there is any much of the rocket science involved there. But once you get the lead, how are you going to approach the client? What are the other things involved? And at various stages, what is the support function that is going to help you to convert that lead? That's the most important aspect, what I feel in lead management. So this was a real good information what you shared, but I just wanted to add these two things, that getting a lead but converting it, follow through and other things becomes a very important aspect.
Yeah, and Kamal, I think you have touched a very important point about the lead management, and I think this discussion is going to help a lot of realtors out there in the market to understand that how we can generate the lead and how we can work on onto those leads. But there are a few of the questions which I would love to answer. First of all, Sayed has a question: what is the best way to get the leads? Sayed, there are 7 or 8 ways you can actually generate the lead. So you have to find out your best way. And this is what I always recommend my team members. I recommend all the brand new realtors um, how you can generate the leads. Initial days, cold calling, door knocking, social media advertisement, open houses. These are few of the ways where you can generate leads free of cost. The only thing is you have to spend your time, your efforts diligently. Keep one thing in your mind, Sayed. You have to find out the best way which works for you. Many times it happens that somebody is good on doing the open houses, somebody is doing good on the cold call, somebody is good on doing the door knockings. So whatever is working best for you, you have to keep observing yourself. And once you start getting success in one aspect, you have to build yourself onto that. Many times I have seen people, they start doing some activity. Let's say you start doing the door knocking and you get two, three leads and you get two listings. After that, you stop doing it. That is the worst you can do to yourself. So now you have to understand something is working for you, door knocking is working for you. So you have to start building upon the door knocking. You have to start putting more efforts onto that so that you can get more success. And simultaneously, you have to build up another way of generating the leads. So you have to try maybe cold call, you have to try maybe flyer. You can start putting some advertisements and all that stuff. So you have to identify what works best for you. So there should be at least 2 to 3 ways. I'll tell you my experience, how I uh, used to generate leads and all that stuff. So my favorite way was the door knocking as well as the flyer distribution. So that is how I generated a lot of business for myself. But there might be few more people who are very good on conducting the open house. There might be somebody who is very good on exploring their own network. So there are various aspects which can be explored, and of course, uh, all these things, all these experiments are definitely going to get you some good results. Now, Inderdeep says how successfully you sell yourself in real estate is the definition of success. Ashish has put up a very thought-provoking process. For me, success is being self-content. That's an amazing thought, Ashish. I always tell people, be contented, but be hungry. Having a self contentment is an amazing way. What we have done in the past, should be happy with that. But there should always be an hunger to grow. There should always be an hunger to learn, which many times I feel people give up on the hunger of making themselves better. But everybody thinks differently, and I think that is what the most important aspect of life is. Let's see, we have got some another interesting inputs from Manu. For me, success is dedication, hard work, motivation, and consistency. Manu, this word has a lot of meaning for me. Consistency is the most important aspect if you want to be successful. So I personally feel consistency plays a very important role, and this is what is the biggest challenge of the real estate industry. Uh, Majority of the realtors I have seen, very good realtors, top realtors, getting out of the market just because they were not consistent on their efforts. And this is what happens with majority of the human beings. um, we become complacent by doing the same thing again and again, and this is what I always keep encouraging people: don't kill yourself, guys, into that. You always have to make sure you have to plan to be progressive. You have to plan to go to your next steps in your life. Kamal, any input on that?
Yeah, that's right, Raman. And what I, sometimes feel that, listening to no is one of the very strong part of lead management, because uh, when I speak to my team members, and I always tell them that hearing that no, I mean, so many times, sometimes it you make them demotivated, and they feel, oh, every guy whom they're calling is saying no, or they're not really getting good response. But that is one very important aspect of lead management, which I believe that understanding that no and saying that it means next opportunity, that's what I strongly believe in that. So in the lead, that is one part where one has to understand the percentage, the success ratio, what he's, if someone is going and thinking over optimistic, that actually, bounce back, it doesn't keep you very happy about the business the way you are doing. And probably you might be doing a right thing, but seeing that 1 or 2% conversion, you say, oh, that's not my cup of tea. But actually, that's a standard if I have to talk about. So I believe that is one area where people really need to think and be very consistent about that part too.
Yeah, Kamal, I think I have asked a very important question, but I don't see too much participation today. I think there are almost like close to 70, 80 people who are watching us through various medias, but I don't see too much input from people. So is everybody
I think
sleeping?
today, Raman, they want to hear us more than putting their comments.
Yes, that's a good way to console ourselves. But I would love to see more and more, input from people. Wazir says, when a customer says no, we assume it is never. But understand that is not now. Very thought-provoking input, Wazir, and I think you're very right. If somebody is saying no, it means maybe you called them at a wrong time. Maybe you didn't approach them rightly, but they did not say never. Kamal, I was talking to a couple of my team members day before yesterday, and we were talking about the junk leads. In my personal opinion, there is no lead which is called as a junk lead. Yes, that person might not be ready today, but in real estate, that person might be your client after 10 years. So I always treated every single lead as that lead is a business for me. It really doesn't matter if that person is saying no 10 times. There is still a probability of getting a yes 11th time. So what you were saying, listening no, we call it as a rejection. Once you start learning accepting the rejection or handling the rejection, I would say, there is no way you won't get success in real estate. Let's see from some more people. Sayed is saying, thanks for sharing your experience. And actually, I want to know the same thing which you explained. Thank you very much, Sayed. I'm happy that I was able to answer your question. Bindu is saying, we can learn more if we listen to you rather than. I think you are doing some telepathy with Bindu Sachin. But guys, no, I would love to hear your definition of success. It's very important for us. And Kamal, you know what? Today somebody else will be joining us as well. Any guess?
I can make the guess, but I will let you take the privilege.
No. Sachin, you make the guess. Don't give me the privilege. Kamal, any guess who will be joining us today?
No, I'm done with my guesses because I really don't know whom you're calling next.
Kamal looks like he's sleepy today. Are you?
You think? Sitting in our office?
Kamal, we will be having another amazing personality. But before that, Sachin, I would like to take your opinion on this aspect.
So again, Raman, I was looking at the presentation that you showed, and I believe that lead is not the one who called or who email us. Anybody who's thinking about the business or service that we offer, it's a lead. Only thing is that we don't know about that lead, so we have to find a way to approach that person or approach that lead. Now, second thing is this about lead generation, because when we are talking about I would say real estate context, there are very limited ways by which we can generate lead in real estate, and some of those ways you have already mentioned, like open houses, door knocking, cold calling. You can generate through online medium or through advertising, which is flyers, signs, and all those stuff. So in real estate, we have got very limited ways to generate leads. So we need to understand that what we are best at. Nobody can be best at every medium, so you got to try every possible way and then see from where you're getting the best results. As far as I am concerned, when I was like doing aggressive real estate, the open houses was the best medium for me to generate leads, and I had the maximum conversions over there. Same way going forward, because today I interview a lot of agents, and they come to me and they ask me that, what, if I join SaveMax, will I get leads? And my answer to them says straight no. That if you're joining SaveMax platform because you will get the leads, we are not the best people. I can give you four, five, six platforms where you can pay maybe $500 and you can have as many leads as you want. It is not about the lead generation. It is about learning how to convert those leads into a business. And second thing is that, if you know, when we talk about lead, again, I get a lot of I would say response from my team member that, you know what, I get this lead, it doesn't have the right number, it doesn't have the right email, or the person name is not correct, or the address is not correct. And that's what I try to tell them, that, you know what, if you want right number, right person, and the right address, we have got a telephone directory. That book has got right numbers, right persons, and right addresses. And I cannot, like, it's been 10 years into the industry, and I can challenge anybody who, if anybody can find me a person who does not have aspiration to buy a lead or buy a house. Everybody has an aspiration to buy a house. So every person is a lead. It's up to us how we convert that lead into a business.
Yes, that's you're very right, Sachin. Like, I think lead is not really. I'm not saying it is not important. It is equally important, but I think the more important aspect of the lead is the conversion of the lead, and this is what
Yes.
lead is the real learning for people, that how to convert the lead into business. And I think we at SaveMax do one of the best job as far as the lead conversion is concerned.
That's right.
So I was talking to you guys, and I was telling you there's another individual, another amazing personality who will be joining us. But I think that I'm having some technical difficulties. Nirupam, can you hear us?
I can
Nirupam,
hear you.
you can hear, but I think she's already logged in, but I can't see her here. Uh, Not sure what is the technical challenge over there, but Nirupam, if you are listening to, I see. There you go. So let's invite the person who manages SaveMax Learning Academy, provide the best training to all SaveMax team member. And Nirupam, you should know you have actually created almost 500 jobs in all across Ontario, because after SaveMax brought you onto the board as a full-time trainer, I think it's pretty much like a competition among all the brokerages to bring a full-time trainer. So I'm pretty sure there are a lot many people who are getting jobs out there.
Great, Chief. Thank you so much. I definitely give this credit to you to actually think productively on that. I'm very, very sure. And I really feel that if that is the opportunity we can create, definitely we would love to have more people in our team, the people who are looking out for these opportunities we're talking about today. Um, it's an open invitation. We want to have the best of best. We can train well. We have what Raman just said, the equipment. We have, in fact, we've created in itself a huge level of interest and corporate understanding of how a team can be run this beautifully. So kudos to Raman, to Sachin, to Lalit, and of course, there's a very important person who's drilling it all out there. Kamal is here with us as well. Appreciate it, Chief. So definitely, we have a lot to cover.
So Nirupam, like we all watch Bollywood movies. There was a movie where it says like "Ilu Ilu." What is this "Ilu Ilu"? Right?
Yes.
So people ask me, what is this SLA? SLA?
Great. Okay, so I think it was decided between us. Of course, we decided that we should run it operationally. So SLA basically is a short acronym for Save Max Learning Academy. Um, and it is amazing to actually just see how people have gotten where they wanted to be being a part of SLA. We just don't believe in preparing people for average regular sales or lead management techniques. We have built success with people through SLA, and we would really like that everybody should understand that there's an entire plan, there's an entire roadmap that we've created through the medium. So, SaveMax Learning Academy is SLA. We proudly own it. I run it, but I have an entire team which is behind me, giving me this power every day, with making sure that we are doing the best that we can in the industry. Thank you, Raman.
Yeah, so Nirupam, tell me, like, how a realtor can get benefited from the training which we provide under like SLA.
Awesome. Thank you, Raman, for that question. And while I was listening to the statistics that we were sharing before about how it impacts, how much time does it take for an average person to get a lead and then to start working on it and then to prospect. So it is very, very important for people to understand how the roadmap is built. If you really understand, somebody who comes into the team, they definitely have these questions because they know that there are a lot of people who are getting leads from from their brokerages. But does the buck stop there? Of course not. The buck is, even if I give you a lead, if the brokerage is providing you a lead, how do you actually convert the lead? And I think you've already given us quite a bit of that introspection as to how prospecting is done. How could we begin our journey with cold calling, with door knocking, with what we're doing on social media after COVID. Like, we realized that there is so much more that we can still do. If we can't do open houses, we have virtual open houses going out. If we can't do regular door knocking, we can at least try going around in our neighborhood and talk about it, especially with the new people who can just go do some flat distribution. um, and I'm sure cold calling is very impactful. It is, yes, thank you very much. Somebody just pointed saying making good relationships. This is a time where you actually just try going out and make some good connects, have network, and then start working on that network, nurture those leads and start taking them over. Thank you, Rajan, for that input. Relationship rapport building is the key to success in real estate. And that's how we start building or connect with people. So if I were to talk about consistency, there are a lot of people in my mind, but there's one person who I always give examples every day in my training, guys, and it's not because I'm with him, because I know what else is he doing, and that's Raman himself. With somebody who just started 10 years back, with the same grit and conviction, and where he is now, he probably wouldn't even bother to go ahead and share his knowledge. But his consistency, his persistence is that he has to create more people like him. So he gets up every morning. He makes more, no videos to tell people that this is alive, this is kicking, this is positive. He's gonna do some blogging. He's gonna do shows. He will try that he brings the best of things available to you. Had he not been persistent and consistent with what he's doing, I'm sure more than half of our people would have lost the charm of working in real estate. So he keeps doing it. He just keeps doing it with whatever he's doing from day one. I think he's gotten better with it, and he's utilizing the scope very, very beautifully. So for all the new hires, guys, I would like to seriously say, um, there's a lot that you can do individually. There's a lot that you can still do where you are, even being at home. A lot of times we feel that we can't reach out to people. Guys, we can do a lot of prospecting, and then talk about lead management. It is, you know you have to manage a lead when you know how to handle it before. So that, it becomes like a cycle. It becomes like prospecting. What do you say, Raman?
Absolutely, Nirupam, and I think you have touched a very important aspect, which is the consistency. I always keep telling people, believe me, I have seen a lot many people getting out of the market just because they were not consistent on one thing, and that was their own growth. So they kept doing the same thing which they were doing like 3, 4, 5 years before. It's a human
Right.
nature. It's a human nature. You will have complacency by doing the same stuff again and again. There should be some charm. There should be some kick in life. There should be something new in life. And Nirupam, what we do in SaveMax, we always do crazy things. We always do experimenting. Let's put
Exactly.
it into perspective, because that is what keeps the morale of the people high, right? But anyway, Nirupam, I really appreciate your inputs and thank you very much. You are doing amazing, amazing job, and we get such a wonderful feedback from all the new team members. Uh, Nirupam, do you want to tell viewers about the initial 3 weeks full-time training which we conducted SaveMax?
Oh, yes. Yes. I would like to correct, Raman. It's actually almost 4 weeks. It's Yes. So initial 2 weeks is definitely when we want to set them up and make them feel more comfortable with the organization, because we understand people need time to set themselves up. But in those 14 days, we start from making them understand how they can accelerate their path. So there's a program called Real Estate Accelerator, which we run through the entire 10 days, from where we brush up their skills, help them understand who they can approach and how they can um, actually go ahead with understanding to put themselves faster on the road. So, from prospecting to understanding how they can start networking through cold calling, through door knocking. How do they use social media? One of the big, benefit that we also have, because we have our entire team set up. So, social media, digital marketing, of course, understanding how we run open houses in general, and also doing virtual open houses if they need to. We have an entire setup to run virtual open houses as well. And talking about how they get into systems like MLS, they understand how to actually start understanding and filling up forms. Also to understand how they can get into preparing an offer, and so on and so forth. So there are like initial 2 weeks of training, and then of course our team leaders or mentors coming to picture, who actually handhold each of the new team member, um, and to understand how they can actually put themselves around in the network that we have built inside, and we can start with reaching out to those people in the team itself. And of course, once they start going ahead, persistence, consistency. Raman's word I'm stealing, guys. It's the hunger to go out and hit it.
Yeah.
So, just go and hit it. That's what we need.
Let's take some input from Kamal, Nirupam. Let's see what Kamal.
Definitely.
I know he has always some conflicting opinions and viewpoints. I don't know why. Either he doesn't like me, or I never understood that. Kamal, why you always try to go opposite to what I say?
I never go
He,
opposite.
he,
I just
he
have a
actually asked like
diff-
Mogambo.
I just have a difference of opinion. But we have a lot. That's the only thing we have in common. But whatever Nirpam said, definitely, and the training what we are parting is, I would say, one of the best, because same feedback we get from the realtors who has joined, and whenever we meet them again, they said like whatever we told them at the time of interview, it's the same. Even in fact, it's the better one. And many of them in fact give the same feedback to their colleagues, and more people are joining with the same referral program. So I believe that training is one of our backbone, and it is one of the key factor how the realtors are being successful. So one part definitely what Nirupam is taking care, then second part definitely what the team leads and the mentors, they take care of the team members, taking them in the field and giving them the what's something real, the real training, what I consider the field training as, again, so that is one of the key factor as well.
But Kamal, I have always observed that you coming and fighting with me all the times that, oh, we have to do more training, we have to do more training. What is the logic behind that? Every time you come into my cabin and say, we are not, we have to have more training and all that stuff. So I don't understand what is the right statement. Like today you are saying
So
we have the best training. When you come and see me in the office, you say, you know what? No, we have to be much better on the training. What's that?
so it's this question has the answer what you just gave couple of minutes before, that you have to be content, but you have to be hungry.
There you go.
So,
I love it.
like, yeah, I mean, that's something, because I believe there is a lot to be done, and working towards excellence is what, I strongly believe in, and reaching there will definitely give us some good results.
I have read it in some of the book. There was a little small short story. I would definitely love to share with all of you guys. One time, a CFO, the chief financial officer of the company, went to his CEO and said, "Mr. CEO, you are planning to do so much training for people and all that stuff, and we have to spend so much money onto this training part. What if we train people and they leave the company? We might end up like losing all the resources and everything." And CEO started smiling and he said, "Yeah, you are very right. But what if we don't train them and they stay in the company?"
Yeah.
So I think that really formed up my belief more about the training, and I think that was one of the reason for success which we achieved in Save Max. that we always believed in not only in class training, which we have the best out there in the market, because there are not too many places, not too many brokerages where the kind of hand holding, the kind of 4 weeks full-time training is being provided to anybody. The second, which I have more, I would say, confidence on, or more meaningful training, equally important to as of the classroom, because classroom training is also very, very important. But I think the field training, on-job training, plays a very important role in real estate industry. And as you all know, we have a norm in Save Max that at least for first 6 months, no realtor should go alone in the market. So that really gives a lot of, I would say, confidence to people that really do a lot of hand holding. Let's see what Sachin has to talk about the training part.
So, Raman, I'll go a step further on the training part, because again, since I meet so many realtors right now, whether it's new or their experience, they are working with other companies, they are working with other brokerages right now, and I always get that feedback that, that company is offering a very good training program, or this company is giving a very good training. And I always ask them, I understand that they might be offering the best of the training possible in this world in real estate, but tell me this: what is the result of the training? If that company has got 2,000 realtors and only maybe 20 or 30 are successful, which gets me to the percentage of around 95% success rate, is that training that effective? Yes, from their side, they are offering that training program. They are doing the offering that training to their realtors. But are those realtors able to really grasp that training? Are they able to implement the training that they have got in the class? Or somebody is there to go along with them in the field and tell them, whatever you have learned, this is the way to implement that in the field. And that is the big missing link over there, because yes, every company is offering a training, and definitely everybody is trying their best to impart the best training possible. But the real way, or real, I would say, gosh, to understand whether that training is successful, is to see the results of the realtors. Whereas when we talk about SaveMax platform, we are able to create success for 90% of our realtors. And I know that we have done this before also, that if I have a kid, where do I want to send which school do I want to send my kid to? A school which has got 5% or 10% success rate, or a school which has got 90% success rate?
No, absolutely, Sachin, and I do agree with you. Sachin, we have some of the questions here. I think we should take a few of the questions as well. Rajendra is asking a question, Chef. Oh, I think he wants to say Chief. Nirupam, don't,
Yeah.
don't say Chief, huh?
I love it. It suits you.
I know we do it just for fun, but we have a simple norm in Save Max, and I personally never encourage anybody, to call either sir or boss or something like. We always prefer to call each other by first names, right? And this is what the beauty which we want to maintain in our organization. Rajendra, your question: what is the secret of success? I love what I do, so I think if you love what you do, there's no reason why you won't be successful. But I always kept talking about the aspect of success. So my definition of success is how many people we can create success for. So if I can bring success to more people, and when I say success to more people, success in their own terminology, not in my terminology, because my definition of success might be different. But in terms of their own terminology, if we can bring success for them, I think that is the real success which you can achieve in our life. So for me, the definition of success is how many people you help to succeed in your surrounding. Sayed is saying, Sayed appreciates the idea of field training. Sayed, field training, I think, I personally feel it's very, very important. Meena Titi is saying, I love it too. Thank you, Meena ji. I guess I will. Okay. Now, Meena is following your pattern too, Nirupam.
And I'm going to steal the opportunity to tell her not to. because I it's something that you just said would be preferred to be using as Raman, which I think I also would recommend. And I had another question, Raman. There was somebody who was saying I think it just went down. Rutika, I think, was asking us if door knocking still works. And I'm very sure we have statistics for definitely proving it right. And I think both you and Sachin can definitely answer that question.
Go ahead, please. Sachin.
Yes, Raman. So, Rutika, definitely door knocking works. I know that we have gone to an era wherein a lot of things are happening online or digitally, but I strongly believe that traditional ways of doing business has not gone off. They are still the best ways. Door knocking is still working, but only word of caution that I would add is this: that when you are doing that, please be aware about the safety of yourself and the house that you are going to. Please keep the safe distance. But definitely, as far as the business is concerned, I would say door knocking is the best way to get the business.
Sachin, I would have a little different opinion onto this.
Yes.
Rutika, as I was earlier saying, not
So you
every.
are having the same tendency like Kamal has with you, right? With
Yeah, no, no, not always. Kamal does it every time. I want to say something different.
yes.
It all depends upon person to person. So let's say if somebody is very tech savvy, of course they can use the technology. But if somebody is not tech savvy, they can use the traditional ways of doing the real estate. And sometimes it is your personality as well. I would love to give you a good example of one of our team member, Kavi Sharma. She is very amazing. She does a great job as far as the door knocking is concerned. And also one of our other team
Gurpreet
members,
Sarwara.
Gurpreet Sarwara,
Yeah,
uh,
he's too good in door knocking.
Rosie IP Rawal. He's
Yeah, Parawal, yes.
amazing. He does a great job, right? So if I give you the statistics to many of the realtors, I personally will tell you 50% of my business I used to get from the door knocking. And I'm so confident, even if today I go for the door knocking, trust me, I can get the listing right away. So I think it was a very interesting discussion, and today I would like to say a special thanks to Nirupam for joining us. I know Nirupam, it was a little short notice, and you still accommodated me. That's a privilege and that's an honor, I think, which we always enjoy in SaveMax. And thank you very much for sparing some quality time from your daily scale, from your own personal time. And it's very well appreciable, and I'm pretty sure all of the viewers and listeners, they will also appreciate that. So thank you very much for joining for us today.
Thank you, Chief, again, Raman, for giving me that opportunity. I would definitely like to come back in, maybe a couple of weeks when we streamline a little more, have a lot to share with so many people who are not just joining, real estate, but joining us. So if that brings it clearer, makes it happier, makes it a better place, let's just keep inviting them. Thank you very much. And Sachin, thank you. Appreciate it. Kamal, if you're still here, have a good day. Thank you.
Thank
And
you,
we'll
coach.
connect soon.
Perfect. That's great. Thank you, Nirupam, and have a fantastic day for yourself.
You too, Raman. Take care.
Bye. So, Kamal, Sachin,
Yeah.
before
Yes.
we before we say goodbye to everybody, you get 30 seconds to convey your message.
Kamal, you start.
Okay. I would just say that the lead management or this entire system, if you are looking more help, definitely we can share more information. We can sit and talk and let you know the whatever is working good for us. Maybe you can know from us, and if you want to be a part of our family, definitely you're most welcome in any form, either it be being as a realtor, being as a broker of record, because we have a lot of opportunities coming for many of the broker friends out there. And definitely, if you're looking to be an entrepreneur and starting to have your own business, we can help you there as well. So just don't hesitate, get in touch with us, and we can provide you all the information.
That's great. And Kamal, Rutika put some comments over there. Kamal says, Raman, you don't need to do door knocking to get business. You are a brand itself. Rutika, I personally feel I always love to do those basic things in my life. And I feel like I still have a lot to learn in real estate industry, and there's a lot which I learn from my team members on a daily basis. But still, I think we still need to keep ourselves connected to the roots of our business. I always enjoy doing door knocking, and I still do. Enjoy, but fortunately, unfortunately, I don't get too much time to do all those activities. uh, I personally believe that you have to choose your battlefield all the times, where you want to go and uh, put your efforts. But those are very beautiful basics of our industry, and I would always love to do those things again and again. uh, we have got some question from Rishi Salvan. I live in a new neighborhood and joined the group chat where every once in a while there's a comment from people not liking a lot of real estate flyers in their mailbox. So, what is your opinion on this, Raman? Rishi, absolutely, I do agree with you. This happens many times. We also get some of the complaints, but I'm pretty sure you will understand it's the real practicality of life. We try our level best not to bother people too much, but at the end of the day, realtors have to do their business too. And especially during this COVID time, it becomes very challenging to convey your message or to send I would say, the advertisement across to the people. Yes, this is a little challenging aspect, but this is what the practicality of life. Thank you very much, guys, for joining us for today's session. Sachin, would you like to say something?
Yes, Raman. First of all, I would like to say all our viewers and the realtors outside, even if you need any help towards the lead generation management, definitely you can call me. Even if you don't want to be part of SaveMax, I am there to help you out. Whatever help I can provide, I will do that. And we are having a nice weekend. Enjoy yourself and stay safe. That is the most important thing right now.
That's great, guys. Thank you very much, Kamal. Thank you very much, Sachin. But I want to give a very strong message out there today. Many times people come and say, "Oh, Raman, you know what? We are learning so much from your shows. We are learning so much from your videos." And I always tell them, think about it. If you are learning so much by staying outside, how much you can learn by coming in? Right, Kamal?
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
of course.
That's great. So we are open. We are welcoming people to come and join our group. As Kamal rightly said, either you are looking for a job because we have put up so many job postings for our corporate profile. You want to become a realtor, you are an existing realtor, and you are feeling like, you know what, there is no scope for you to grow, or you have an entrepreneurial bug. क्या बोलते हैं? What do you call it, Kamal, in Hindi?
मैं तो बगी बोलूंगा।
कीड़ा।
उसको बोलते हैं
नहीं,
कीड़ा। अगर आपके अंदर वो entrepreneurial कीड़ा है, get in touch with us. We can make sure we put that entrepreneurial bug at the right spot in your brain. And guys, I think entrepreneurship is the most beautiful aspect of life. I personally enjoy it, and I'm pretty sure many of us do. But yes, because of one or the other hesitation, we are not able to explore the opportunities in our life. If you feel that way, please ensure to get in touch with Kamal, and he would love to make sure that your entrepreneurial bug is being taken care in the right direction. Am I right, Kamal? What's your phone number?
416-333-8747.
Sorry, come up again.
Yeah, that's right. 416-333-8747.
So I think somebody's asking for your number as well, Kamal. So guys, I have shared Kamal's number. It's 416-333-8747, and we'll be very happy to help you, to assist you. Thank you very much, guys, for joining for today's session. Stay safe. Enjoy your weekend. It's such a wonderful weather. Sachin is wearing a beautiful, colorful shirts. That really is giving me a message that he's planning to go to beach, but you're not allowed to, right?
I'm staying safe.
Stay at home.
I have a small beach at my home.
That's great. Thank you, guys. Have an
Thank you
amazing
very
day.
much. Thank you.
See you next week, same time, 12 o'clock, with some more interesting discussion. Thank you.